Welcome to the Starshipit WMS. The WMS is a bolt-on to Starshipit that gives you more advanced warehouse flows and control for managing your stock and fulfillment. You can access it at wms.starshipit.com. It's designed for teams managing their own warehouse who want better visibility of their stock, more structure around picking and packing, and a smoother workflow for fulfilling orders. What I'll do is walk through the typical warehouse flow. We'll start with how products and warehouse locations are set up, then look at receiving stock into the warehouse, how orders get packed using the mobile app, and finally how those orders move through packing and shipping.
Okay, so a few of the concepts you will need to know for the Starshipit WMS. We have products, we have locations, and we have stock, which is products living in a specific location. When setting up your products, you can import them via CSV, you can sync them from your existing Starshipit product catalog, or you can even sync them directly from Shopify. And then when setting up your locations, you can bulk upload them via CSV or create them one by one. When creating them one by one, you'll see the types that we support here. So your locations can represent something as small as a picking tote or a bin location like a pick face, or bigger stock locations like bulk storage. In my case, as I've already set these up and have stock in my warehouse, you can see on the inventory tab a list of my products, how many I have on hand, how many are committed to in progress orders, a calculation of how many that means is available, whether I have any incoming via purchase orders, and whether any are currently allocated. If you dig into a specific product, you will see some more information around a history of the stock, and where the stock actually lives. So for this product, you can see that I have 50 living in my bulk storage and 110 living in my bin location, bin 1. Great, so next we will look at the process of an order end to end using the Starshipit WMS and the Starshipit WMS mobile app. So to begin with, we will start with our Shopify store. As you can see, I have a couple of unfulfilled orders in here. These unfulfilled orders will end up in the Starshipit account, and then they will replicate across to the Starshipit WMS and the Starshipit orders tab. Now, because we have orders here with committed inventory, you can also see it from the inventory tab. So you can see that I have 5 of this snowboard committed, and if you drill in, you will see which orders the committed quantity belongs to. So to process an order, there are a couple of ways. You can completely skip the picking step if you don't have a team member doing that and just click pack now. But in this case, I will do a batch pick. So that creates us a pick job. And then for this one, I will just release it to pick as a solo order. So when orders are allocated, you will notice them in here, and you will also see them in the jobs section. So here we have the bulk pick that I mentioned for 2 orders, and then the one I mentioned for the singular order. You could do the pick from the screen and begin picking, but for the sake of this demo, I will show it from the mobile app. So the mobile app has an open jobs tab where you will see all kinds of jobs show up in this view. I will take this order for this pick job for 1 order and claim it. Now, if you come back to the open jobs, you'll see that it's left here, and if you have a look at the my jobs, you can see my job that I've claimed. So with picking, you can either use tote picking or you can do a standard pick. I've set up totes on this device, so I will demo that for this. So to begin, you will need to assign a tote. Now in my Starshipit account, I have set up some equipment, a trolley, and then to the trolley I have assigned some totes. So because of that, it has automatically assigned tote 3. Now you go through the typical pick process. So here we know that we need to go to bin 1. So you can enforce that you must scan bin 1 to confirm that you're in the right location. Then once you get to bin 1, can see that we need to pick the snowboard. Quantity to pick is 1. So you would scan this typically, but I will just click pick all. And then again, another layer of verification to ensure that you scan into the correct tote. It prompts you here, skip tote scan, and then continue to next pick. Great, the next product is also in bin 1, so I will now scan the new product, and then I will skip the tote scan. Great, so that was everything required in the pick. So you get a summary here, and you complete the pick. Now, back in Starshipit, you will see we now have a packing job. Now that the order has been picked, we see a new job here in the packing tab. So the packer would come in here and select the order they intend on packing and click process. And then here they see a screen to validate their items and select their packaging, as well as their carrier options. In this case, I will just manually pack my items, and then once packed, the label will automatically print. As you can see here, I have my shipping label. In the WMS, the inventory will now no longer be committed. It has been taken from the on hand. And in Starshipit, the order has been moved to printed. So now that we've seen the process of fulfilling an order end-to-end using the WMS, some of the other tasks you may need to complete include receiving purchase orders. So the WMS is really designed around the receiving flow. So to begin with, you need some reference of the purchase order in the system. You can either create these manually, you can upload them via CSV, or you can also import them from Unleashed. A purchase order just looks like this. It has the products and the quantity that you're expecting. So once the purchase order that you are waiting for lands at your warehouse, you'll need to receive them into the system. So you can do them a couple ways. You can either click receive goods or jump into the receive goods tab and select the purchase order that you're waiting on. Then you go through the purchase order flow. This is where you scan your products to ensure that what you were expecting is what you have received. In this case, you can either scan directly to bin locations or store them directly in a bulk, or if you have a separate put away job, then you can receive your products into a staging area. So here I'm going to mark them all as complete and then click complete receiving. And you'll see that now the stock has been received, but there is a new job created to put the stock away. You will also see for my product that we've received the stock and we have 10 in the temporary storage. Saved my items to a temporary staging location. A put away job has been created for me. So I can either do that through the desktop, or as you can see on the right here, I now have a put away job that can be claimed and completed via the mobile app. So in here you would scan the product and then scan the location that you are putting the stock in. The other task you may need to complete in the WMS is a Stocktake. So there are a couple of different ways to approach this. You can either do a Stocktake within the website from this tab here, Stocktakes, and you could do this by product or by location. So here you can see I've added all my in-stock products, although you could just do a few and save this as a set. And then you can go through here and mark how many you actually counted. So here, let's say I should have 169 on hand, but I only have 50. You can see them all through here. Alternatively, you may want to do it by location from the mobile device. So in this Actions tab, you can see we have this scan location. I might want to do a Stocktake just on my bulk storage, so I can load that up. I can see here all the inventory I'm supposed to have, so I can scan in a product that I'm intending on counting. I should have 50, and then I can enter in the real quantity.